Hey, it is Friday. Let's get it started. I know that you're probably already a couple cups of coffee into your morning. Maybe a couple teas if you lean that way.
For our UK listeners,
yeah,
of course.
Yeah. For the show, we're a couple drinks in. So, no judgment, please. It's part of our show. If you want to tell us how to do our show, maybe you could write it on our Facebook wall, Menacing Podcast, or you could write on our X wall at Menacing Podcast. If you don't have social media, you could email us. You could email us a voice message and tell us how we shouldn't be drinking Friday morning. But guess what? You don't, so we will. And that's just that.
That took a turn.
Yeah, I know I did. I have to keep the listeners on their toes. They never know what they're gonna get. Ooh, yeah. You see me over there? I'm over here now.
He zigs when you think he's gonna zag.
Yeah. Most of the time I trip. I'm not coordinated. This body does not move that way. Well, I usually pull something. Anyways, so let's get this weekend started off right. Wednesday proved that I know nothing of opera.
You got 3 out of 5.
I'm just saying.
You've done better.
Thank you.
So, I mean, it was a pretty low point in your trivia pursuit.
Pretty sure it's passing.
Barely.
Yeah.
It's passing if you're okay with just being mediocre.
Hey.
D minus?
Hey.
If adequaticity is your cup of tea, then you nailed it.
All right. I don't know if that's a real word.
It is.
Can you use it in a sentence?
He just did.
Can you spell it in a sentence?
He doesn't have to.
I
Yes, you
can.
do. Oh, no. I want to hear him spell this.
You didn't ask me. You just asked if I could. I can if you will.
No. You're the one that...
bringing to the table?
No, you're the one that was like, oh,
Do you even know what that's from? It's from the TV show News Radio. The great Phil Hartman used when he got a review for his work. They called him Adequate. So throughout the whole episode, he's trying to talk up Adequate, and at one point he uses the word adequaticity.
Ah, okay. So it's not a real
spell
word.
it.
He did not, no,
Yeah.
because he doesn't have a jackass of a co-host.
I mean, he talks only so often, so you can't really call him that. That's just mean.
Did you see how he spun that around?
He still failed at opera. He's a loser.
Oh, wow.
By the way,
Let's, how about on a happier note?
By the way, if you listen to the Wednesday's episode, I was fearing that I went to this opera house in Venice that Russ...
We were hoping you had.
It was not the opera house,
was not the
so
one.
I was very relieved. A little sad that I didn't actually see this opera house, because it is a nice looking opera
How did you
house.
miss that?
Well, there's a lot of walking. It is surprising.
It's like golf.
Yeah. We were professional athletes that day, or
They
that
call
week.
that. Yeah, they call Vienna or Venice. I almost said Vienna. They call
Same thing.
they call Venice the golf course of Italy.
Which is a real sport.
Thank you.
Yeah, apparently you have an opinion on that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. My wife and I walked. And one day we did like 20,000 steps.
You know they have canals.
Yeah, do you want to go swim? Well, you can you swim?
They have little boats.
Oh, I know they have little boats. They're not taxis. Well, actually, they are.
Can't you just jump on? They do it in the movies
jump,
all the time.
Just
They
jump
hop
from
on
one
them
to the other. Yeah.
We've seen the Italian Job. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Different part of Italy.
When in Rome.
That's where it was. It's like 8 hours south of Venice. So.
Oh, a little geography.
Yeah.
Too bad that's not.
Yeah,
the
that was.
questions we
I wish
asked.
that was on. I wish. I just had to boost myself.
Well,
Thank you for telling us questions not to ask you.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
Well, geography includes rivers. We know how you do with that.
Hey, I'll get the next river question.
Give the man a
correct.
break on the rivers. He'll redeem himself.
Yeah.
He overthinks rivers.
I really do. I sink or swim, really.
Heyo.
Hey.
Like sinking. Yeah.
And then he cries as one.
Yeah, I really do. And then
Just
I'm
watch out for that avalanche river. It'll get you.
it will.
Well, enough
Most of the time.
rehashing.
Yeah. Most of the time, I'm up one without a paddle.
That is very true.
But that's
why
a very specific river that I'm up without a paddle.
we can't say the name of it on
yeah.
the air.
I don't know it.
Brent,
Russ.
I'm going to throw it to you. And then
Why me?
Maniacally take it away when you start to answer.
Oh, okay.
What do you bring to the podcast today? Because we need something a little bit better than what we opened with.
John. Oh, I just want to say my name. Sorry.
Oh, thanks
Oh, yeah.
for chiming in.
John, yeah. Hey, what's your beef on golf?
Oh, I got. Oh, yeah. Yes.
Or-
yeah. Okay.
Oh.
I'll
Whatever.
make this quick because I was not present.
You're
in
right.
last-
You have a chance.
I have
Yep.
a chance.
Yep.
I listened to the podcast and I heard our listener say that she didn't think golf was a sport.
Be nice.
I disagree.
We don't have many listeners.
Oh, no, that's fine. We have more than you think. No, I think golf is a sport because, like, my whole thing is if it was easy, everyone can do it.
Sure.
I've definitely tried it. I suck at it. So I definitely know it actually is a legit sport.
Yeah, but
Okay.
nope. I have to edit that joke. Never mind. Censoring that joke.
Well, what you I think was what you Wow.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Easy for me.
I know, right?
Wait, easy for you to say.
Going off what you said, I think because like the money that's in golf too, like it's very competitive.
Oh, yeah.
And like these courses that they create are very difficult. Like if any one of us would have tried it, we'd probably get what plus 65 or something like that. I don't know.
Well, that's being generous.
It's like just like
I'm like
it's
average
like grass.
at the
Like
cheapest.
anybody can. I can go out to the store right now and grab grass.
Well, first of all, let's be real.
That's
Oh,
Russ-
we're not talking about that.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
Russ
sorry.
wouldn't make it past the second hole because we would have to walk.
You wouldn't be able to find it.
why walk when you can just have a golf cart?
Yeah. Well,
Eh? That's
if,
why.
if we're doing it pro style.
That's why
whereas
God
we're
invented
walking-
the golf course.
We're not pros.
Golf course.
No, I
Why
know,
would we
but
do that?
it's- I well, the pros don't drink either, but I'm out there slamming it like it's the end of the world.
That's
Is
what
that
makes it fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What?
The
Well, I
pros
mean,
don't drink.
Hold on.
I mean, they probably drink. They drink most likely, but they don't. You don't see them with like a bush light in their
But-
hand.
Wasn't golf invented by the Scottish? Those heavy drinkers.
Also, too,
Any reason?
Who said we had to play like pros? We can play however we want to.
No, yeah.
Makes it a little bit quicker. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Best ball.
We'll just do a round robin, you know. There you go.
Tiger's like, it's always my ball.
500 yards is how long?
About 500 yards.
I think that's like 1,300 feet.
Okay.
I would almost say 5 football fields.
Ooh, 17 basketball courts.
All right. Using other sports to describe a sport.
Our European listeners are like, they will use anything but the metric system.
It is 450 meters.
Made up. That is not a real distance.
Yeah, that's
That
not
made
even true.
up.
So.
Nobody knows how far that is.
No, I really do believe golf is an actual legit sport because you've seen some of the amazing shots that golfers have made, and I'll tell you what, that would not happen here.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes I get lucky too.
Well, I mean, yeah.
What would it be like? 752 lazy boys, 500 yards. Then
You're still on.
yeah, I'm still
measurement,
trying to
huh?
find the measurements.
Well, I
here.
think it's
Is that laid out?
Oh, reclined
Yeah,
or non-reclined? Oh, that's a good point.
Well,
That's
I think
a
what you're
very
thinking of is
good
about 50 ping pong tables.
Oh, ping pong. Okay.
Ping pong's not a real sport.
How dare you?
All
Sir?
Oh,
our
I'm just-
Chinese
I am-
listeners are going to be.
I am
real
kidding.
upset.
First of all, we already discussed this. I watched it when it was in the Olympics, and those guys were sweating, and I was sweating watching them.
as we've talked about, it's pretty easy to sweat.
Yeah, I'm sweating right now, but
Yeah, I'm sweating too.
Oh wow! Okay, we don't need to explain in great detail to our listeners. I'm
Okay, so
interested
what do you
though
think-
by
what do you-
reclined or non-reclined lazy boys.
I'm talking reclined.
Well, you're obviously if they're reclined, you're gonna have less.
Yeah.
So I bet you, yeah, it's probably reclined.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna get an email about like you were wrong. It is actually 57 recliners. Ooh.
So
That seems like far too few.
I know.
we got a listener from Lazy Boy that's out there.
Let me tell you, this is actually how we do the measurements. We lay them out on the golf
Yeah.
course.
Now, if you're talking about love seats, it's a little different.
Oh yeah, yeah. Love seat.
Actually, recliners fully reclined are about as long as a love seat.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. About as long. I didn't say exactly
What?
as long.
Well, no, Mr.
You're
Art Van
hedging
might
now.
disagree.
Who?
Mr. Art Van.
Oh, that show's
That-
not around anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not.
No.
Oh man.
They went out of
What happened
business.
to him?
Have
He
you
died?
ever bought anything from Art Van?
I think my
That
parents
explains
did
why
actually.
it-
I think my dad actually got his Lazy Boy from Art Van.
Oh, really?
Well,
Oh, there you
yeah,
go.
but if they were, so they were just the. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, thank you. Good. Don't get caught down in the minutia.
So, what do you think of esports?
I love esports.
No,
I think
no.
esports is the
As a
shit.
I do it.
professional,
That's a thing.
That's
it's
a
a
thing.
professional sport.
no,
Absolutely.
We
Yes, it
just
is.
then you did not listen to the podcast.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And I agree
well,
with Russ.
Okay. Well, if Russ could do it, then it's not a sport.
A lot of people. Well, but this was the exception that proved the rule. We went over that.
Well, also too, if Russ was serious about esports, he would actually compete in the Olympics.
Absolutely.
He just has too much going on.
I got a lot. It's
Yeah.
a lot on my plate. Editing this
he's
podcast
trying-
when Brent says jackass.
So is chess a sport?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Oh. Wait.
Absolutely not.
Esports is a sport.
Yes.
Chess isn't.
In fairness, I'm consistent because if you were playing chess on your computer, it would not be a sport. It would not qualify for esports.
Well, they do have like professional chess players that are like amazing.
No,
I
the
can't.
problem
I
is
can't.
all
I
they
can't
do-
even. I can't even with you.
Everybody makes this claim. Oh, chess is you're so smart if you. No, you're not smart if you play chess. You've just learned how to memorize moves. You have a core set of moves that you use, and that's what you stick
In
with.
esports, you don't memorize anything.
Esports are you have to know triangle, square.
Yeah, you don't have to memorize where those are, do you?
I think that well, okay, because they are removing breakdancing from the Olympics, which was
Oh, we're back to this.
That
Okay.
didn't go well.
no,
yeah.
because
We
they're
don't
adding
need to-
esports in the next Olympics. So
Because
it is-
it's a sport. Suck it.
well, you have to.
I
admit-
would rather see robots fight.
Yes, I've seen that. That actually is really cool.
That is what
Why
is it like
did you
battle
shake your
bot?
finger at me
No,
so
because-
aggressively?
sorry. Because I think they actually
I would love
they
to
aired
see,
that on ESPN. I think like actually robot fighting.
Yeah.
It's legit like savage. It's pretty.
I would
cool.
love to see like a whole like high schoolers from each country build a robot and go to the Olympics and put their robots up against it
I have an idea.
because then we don't have to pay them.
Let's dress up Brent as a robot and send him into battle.
No,
He'll
dude, I'm
win.
talking.
He would win. I
He'd
mean,
win.
absolutely.
That's what
There
I'm
would be
saying.
no.
We'd be rich.
Who's this we?
Well, John and I are going into business together.
Oh,
Yeah, Brent Robotics. That's
Look,
right.
AI doesn't have any rights, Brent.
not yet.
So
They'll get rights before babies.
Well, it'll be great because Brent will do all the moves that we tell him to do through our controller because it's esports.
You
know?
can't control this. Dun,
Oh,
dun, dun,
yes,
dun.
we can.
does anybody want to?
Apparently, John does.
No, that's true. Harness the power of Brent.
and
Exactly.
you're over there agreeing. We're going into business.
You know, but I worry because those robots have like saws on them.
Brent will have swords.
Sweet. I am Deadpool from the origins of
Oh
Wolverine.
no, you're not that cool.
Oh,
More
I
like
am
the
super
newspaper-
cool.
No, more like the newspaper man.
He's a
He would
mouth
have-
like
he would swing
Deadpool.
newspapers at them.
If I can kill you with a newspaper, I can
know-
kill you with anything.
That's true.
He'd
right?
kill him with boredom.
Whoa, dang! I'm
No,
not saying
with the
I'm not.
with the
you know what? I
newspaper.
could have a recliner, prop that up, and read.
That's
Do
what
that.
we'll do. That'll be his little robot. You know, moving. Will be
That
that
will
on the
be-
lazy boy.
Finish him. Snap. All right. Well, let's see what's in the paper today.
You're just a boring white guy then, boring these robots to death.
We would win. We would win.
The true feelings.
Well,
come
would
out.
you look at this? The interest rates have gone down.
Oh my goodness! Look at that.
Look at the stock market? Will you just look at it?
Cannot
Look at it.
Compute. Beep boop.
Winner.
Oh, man.
He's too lifelike.
Then you just roll up to him and flip up the recliner, and
Yeah.
it flips the robot away.
Yeah. There we go.
Take that,
I like
robot.
him. I like him.
Oh, you know you have to do it. Take that, robot.
Well, yeah, you have to put on the axe
yeah,
still.
yeah,
They can't know
yeah,
you're a
so-
human.
It's like I'm breakdancing out there. The Olympic board can try to get rid of breakdancing, but it will always.
Always,
So now,
always in your heart.
was there any other sports that were like questionable as actual sports, or just golf?
Well, tennis.
What?
Did we question tennis, or did the
No,
listener?
no.
I don't think the listener
I
questioned
said
tennis.
something that if you're going to, if you're not going to take golf If golf isn't a professional sport, then how can tennis be? And then I said people would probably argue that they sprint back and forth. And then I said, well, golfers have to walk the entire course.
I don't want to get too bogged down on rehashing episodes
Yeah,
we've talked
I
about
don't either.
already.
I'm sorry. I just was curious. I didn't
And
know
then-
if tennis was a thing.
But see, the thing is I
Well,
said
it's a real thing, yes.
well,
there's a racket, and it's a whole racket.
There's a
I thought it was a sport of grunting.
Well, we
more
talked
like-
about that. Yeah. Is that a grunt?
I've heard grunts,
Well,
and then I've heard what tennis does.
Yeah.
I've been to Planet Fitness and heard grunts, and then I went to a tennis match, and whatever that was not from Planet Fitness. So,
I think I tennis is a grueling sport. It can be.
but see, the thing is my whole entire question at the end was, if Russ can do it, should it be considered a sport?
With esports being the exception.
No,
to the
yeah,
rule.
Esports
and
is a
chess,
real sport.
because it's not a real sport,
It's not a real sport.
even though e-games apparently is.
It is. That takes that. You have to learn. You have to figure out how you're like commanding legions. Sometimes maybe you're racing in
Maybe.
a car. You're playing tennis.
He's got a point. I have
No,
to
he
say.
doesn't.
Yes,
Chess
he
is the
does.
exact same thing, except for
No,
it's
it's-
not computer.
It's not. There
Okay.
are.
It essentially is because all you've done is memorize moves. That's what a computer does.
Can you beat the computer in chess?
Yeah, I mean computers are stupid.
That's all I was saying.
Is Google listening right now?
Well, let's just
not
say-
Google though.
Well, because like, what is it like?
Do you hear that buzzing?
It's like there are a lot of things that people consider like. Well, rock skipping is apparently considered a sport.
No, that's what you do for
By
fun.
whom? Hold on a second. Who considers
ESPN.
ESPN.
But
They ha-
anything will be a sport for them. Cornhole is a sport.
That is a professional sport.
If Russ can play it without breaking a sweat,
I'm
it's not
actually a
sport.
really good. Well, I can't even e-sport without breaking a sweat.
fully AC'd.
Because I've watched cornhole on ESPN. I've watched the stone skipping on ESPN. It's
You have way
crazy.
too much free time.
Well, it's
Weird stuff too.
That is. I know. Well,
I've watched guys shove hot dogs down their throats on ESPN.
Well, hold on. This one's for us. They have professional fishing. Do you consider that?
I'm
a
not.
sport?
Ooh,
That's a sport.
Yeah, I mean, fishing is a sport. Yeah.
Is it?
Okay.
They call yes. It's actually. It's in the name of sport
Like
fishing.
In the name of fishing, it's sports in
Sport.
the name of fishing.
sport fishing.
Sport fishing. Bass Pro Shops are all a sponsor of pro fishing.
Yep. But the thing is you catch a trophy, right? You catch a trophy fish. You hunt a trophy animal. So that's a sport. Sitting in a boat all day, drinking your Bush Light. And
Yeah,
there's
absolutely.
none
Not Bush Light.
None of the
but-
professional fishermen are drinking Bush Light that we see on camera.
Well, yeah, that's because they
Whoever
can afford
sponsors
like
them, right?
Guinness.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
Budweiser. Sorry.
I spent all my money on the boat and tackle and fishing gear.
because again, that's another thing where they do have professional fishing as a sport.
Well, I would take fishing and hunting over esports.
Let's get a different topic.
Okay. Russ, what's your topic?
Why is it always my topic?
So you're the one.
You hold on, but you throw it to me and then you take it back.
No, I just do
okay.
it to you.
I'm gonna go.
Okay, go.
I'm gonna go.
Go.
My wife and I went to the opera, hence why Wednesday's episode was all about the opera.
How was it? Did you see the magical flute?
I did not. No, we saw The Elixir of Love, which is
Okay,
a
well,
romantic comedy.
This is going to have a weird rating.
Elixir of love. Okay.
Yes, or
Dude, you're married. You can't do that face anymore. Oh, gross. The elixir
No,
of love?
I've
Gross.
never-
Ewy.
I've never heard of that one before.
What?
Yeah, you
Have
don't. You still don't make that face.
What operas have you heard of?
Oh, the Phantom of the Opera.
That's a musical. That's a
It's still an
Broadway.
opera. Oh, it's still an opera.
Not though.
I can't say the one I'm thinking. It's an
What?
opera.
What shows do you? I don't know. I was gonna ask what shows you watch, but I don't want to know. I was done.
He's like, this one from Family Guy? Nope. It's okay.
Oh, Oklahoma. That's not
That's
Nope,
not an
that's
opera.
a Broadway musical.
Dude, Carmen. That's an
that-
opera.
God, we literally listed a bunch on Wednesday.
Isn't there one with Springtime for Someone?
Nope,
not
that's
opera?
also a Broadway
Okay,
musical
all right.
called The Producers.
There's a difference between Broadway and operas.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a famous opera that they always. I just don't know the name of it.
It's Magical Flute or
Yeah.
Carmen.
Literally listed a bunch of La Boheme,
Oh, maybe that's it.
Madame Butterfly.
Yeah.
Pirates
Listen to
of
Wednesdays
Penzance.
and you can pick up a couple.
Well, Mr. Butterfly.
That's
No,
what
he
happens
doesn't
in the.
use it.
They eat their after they mate. They
No,
eat.
that's Madame Praying Mantis.
I thought that was Cousin Frank Mantis.
Or Madame Black Widow.
Oh, Scarlet. Good job.
Yeah,
Scarlet?
Johansson.
Oh,
Hanson.
she's the. Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. I forgot she's the Black Widow.
She's the original Black Widow.
No, I don't.
So the opera, how was it?
So we saw The Elixir of Love, all in Italian. Literally watching a play with subtitles. They had the
Wait,
subtitles.
what? The poor guy at the bottom of the stage keeps holding up the subtitle. What's going on? Opera is supposed to be live,
It's
dude.
digital now.
Oi!
Well, but it's all in Italian.
Dude, AI.
So you
You had an AI guy standing up at the bottom of the stage.
we didn't want to take away a job from a real person.
That's
It's
okay.
like, hey Google, that's what they.
Yeah,
do.
that's
He's sitting there with his phone.
what. Okay, well,
Translate.
he's like 5 hours behind him.
Bing, bing, bing. Yeah, I'm still getting the translation.
Still
of this.
loading. I do not have good service here. So yes, it's they give you the little description of the play in the
Okay.
playbill. So you read that first,
Sure.
so you know what's going on.
Yeah.
Because if you just watched it, you wouldn't know what's going on.
It sounds cool though. You're like, oh, I like this.
It was actually really, really good.
Yeah.
Like I was very impressed. The singers were absolutely amazing. The way they can sing, and they were eating at one point and singing.
That's rude.
I don't even know how that is
How'd you get on
possible.
stage?
We were in the front.
No, because you eat and sing, right?
I do them.
It's like they're
separately,
human
though.
beings almost.
Separately.
Nice.
I eat, and then at
Congratulations.
other times I sing, and then I eat.
You're like, those are my people.
Those, but they were. I don't know how they do that. You don't want to be in the front row, obviously.
Oh yeah, sure.
But
You're like I was
yeah,
in
you're
the
in
second
the
row, and
splash
I
zone.
still. Why
uh,
is everybody wearing ponchos in the front row?
but it's actually a very clever. The show itself was a very clever premise. First, the set was fantastic, but it's about a guy in this village who falls in love with this girl in the village, but she wants nothing to do with him.
I feel like this is a ripoff of Romeo.
That's
No,
where they get
everybody
the-
survives in the end.
Oh,
No,
okay.
that's where they get the. That's him crying actually because he does.
That's actually.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what
that's
it is,
close. So he,
That's
in,
a screenplay though.
Oh.
in order to get the heart of the girl,
Oh, this should be interesting.
this traveling salesman comes through town selling these potions, and this guy comes up to her and goes, "Hey, do you have any?"
Rufi Colada.
Well, no, because it's for him. He's going to drink it, and then that's going to make
he's-
everybody fall in love with him.
Oh, I thought there's chloroform.
Yeah.
No, this isn't weird. Good thing you guys didn't write it. He chloroformed the whole village.
We'd actually have a hit.
Yeah.
Uh,
It would be the most watched or produced or sang or whatever you questioned me on Wednesday.
Some guy would be like, "Hey, I've done that."
the
Yeah.
most performed.
Most performed. Don't worry about it.
So he asked this guy, and the guy is obviously like a snake oil salesman. So he gives him a bottle
good
of just wine, sells it to him, and the guy's like, "Oh, he's never drank before. He's not Brent." Who this would
Sounds
play?
like John,
this
though.
play would not. Yeah, it's actually more akin to that. So he drinks the wine, the potion.
I
and
would
he-
have slammed it.
He doesn't drink it. He's never drank before, so
Okay.
he's feeling the effects of it. So he's kind of all aloof towards this girl that he likes, and so it drives her crazy because he used to be like he used to like profess his love to her, and so now she's mad, like and kind of like what's going on with him? There's a change in him, and she kind of likes it.
I feel like this is so they sing this out right now.
Well, yeah, everything is singing. There's no
I profess
speaking.
my
That's the difference
like that.
between between Broadway and opera.
Yes, it's an opera show is all singing.
Yeah, Broadway's fake. Okay.
That's not where I was going.
Oh, fake singing, right?
So, anyways, he's drinking this wine, and then it's supposed to take 24 hours to really for the
Yeah.
effect to take place, and for this all the women to fall in love with him.
I feel like this is.
Yeah,
And
it seems very false.
Can I just real quick?
yeah.
I feel like, you're just telling our listeners how you got your wife.
It is based off of that.
Okay, true story. Based off a true story.
Absolutely.
In the fine print, it says based off true story of Russ.
Yes. So he's drinking this, and then the next day, so this woman agrees to marry the sergeant who comes through town, military man, obviously.
And I heard that your wife, very similar. She
was going to marry.
She was going to marry a military
You were a
man.
captain, though.
Well,
No,
let's
I
not
wasn't
know.
in the military. No,
Yeah,
absolutely not.
clear.
I'm not going to do stolen valor here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, dude, what in the world?
captain sounds
What are you
better
trying
than
to
sergeant.
trap me into?
He was Captain Crunch every morning.
Admiral.
Yeah,
Crunch.
yeah, exactly.
And then
Captain Cocoa Pops. Come on.
so she's gonna marry this guy, and they have to. He gets orders to go off, so they push the wedding up. So this guy, the guy, our hero,
Okay.
is very distraught.
The drunk guy?
the drunk guy, and
He's the hero. Okay.
yeah, essentially. This is
You can
really
identify
bad
with this guy.
morals.
okay.
Don't take a lot of morals away from it. But so the marriage is going to go forward. This potion, they're going to get married that evening. The potion doesn't take effect for 24 hours. So he's kind of
have to drink
he's
more,
very
right?
distraught. No, that's not how it works.
Oh.
It's not
I mean,
magic
actually, yes, that
beans.
is kind of how it
Oh,
works.
it's-
So he signs up to join the military so he can buy another bottle of this magic potion.
Oh, okay.
And so he's
You must have got a military bonus.
Well, yeah, he did.
It's whiskey.
And the sergeant's like, haha, I just signed up my rival for the military. He's going to ship out. And so he's double fisting the elixir of love, Bordeaux.
Sacre bleu.
And suddenly, all the women in the town, they find out that his uncle just died. And he's now left his fortune to his nephew, our hero.
Oh, okay. The one that just signed up for the military.
Yeah, and so now he's wealthy, and all the women know it except for our one lady.
Okay.
The one she doesn't know. She wasn't present for this conversation. So all the ladies now are really attracted to our hero.
This is eerily like your life.
So wait, hold on. You're rich, Russ?
Yes. That's how we can
I've
do
seen
this
some guys
podcast
be
and not
attracted
make
to
any
it.
money.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's why
so-
he's got that sweet fedora.
So all of a sudden, all the women are liking him, and so he thinks the potion worked, and also the salesman is like,
The potion.
I'm really good. This is great. I got a product on my hands. So it kind of follows along that. And they do end up together. I won't regale the whole story, but it's a happy ending.
Oh, so well, it's based on your life, so it is true.
Yes, it's a true story. Yes.
So you can
Yep.
share the wealth?
No,
Oh, dang it!
absolutely not.
I tried.
It was worth a shot.
Oh well, you
My
know.
my question would have to be is when this started, did you lean over to your wife, give her a little elbow, raise your eyebrows, and be like, "Remind you of anybody?"
Well, naturally, yes.
And then she goes,
She
"Yeah,
caught
that-
on right
my
away."
first boyfriend."
Yeah. Oh.
Jeez. He's dead.
Nope. I was going with he's rich and
Oh, I thought you meant like he's not like his first. No, never mind. Just forget.
You doing okay over there?
I'm fine.
Brent, before we wrap up here, what do you got? You bring something to the table here. You haven't
I
brought something.
I had a
after
great-
the whole.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said John.
Oh yeah.
John, did you have something you see?
did.
Oh,
Okay.
well, bring
Is
it
it-
up. What do you got?
But what? Do you have something?
Go ahead. Go.
Just ask him about it and then take it away
Yeah.
from him.
That's
Okay, what do you have? So,
Yeah.
I actually had a great weekend. I have 2 good weekends in a row.
Wow.
Brent will like this.
The rest
actually.
haven't been good?
No.
Well, these past 2 have been great. Brent
The
will
rest
like
have been
this.
depressing.
So I went to go
Thought
see.
of suicide.
Oh my, no. I'll make this really quick so Brent can explain it. I went to a symphony of people at a football game at the big house.
Yeah.
Like a soccer game?
Tackle football.
Fishing?
No. Oh man.
It's almost a professional sport.
Almost like rugby, except better.
Oh.
Oh wow.
All right. I didn't know it could get any better.
No, it's just so because I remember I texted Brent and said I went to see an actual sport being played.
Oh, yeah.
I went to see Michigan play against
Yeah.
USC. The energy in there was palpable.
USC, University of...
Spoiled children, yes.
Oh.
Okay.
No, actually, there was a USC fan who had a shirt that said University of Spoiled Children. I'm like, nice, I like that. So,
Like welcome to Michigan,
Welcome
where
to
it's
Michigan.
not spoiled children.
University of South Chesterhamford. Is that
But, like,
the one it
Yeah,
is?
It was an amazing
upon
experience.
Cherry Hill.
Well, and also because it was cool because, as we talked, I think a few weeks ago, James Earl Jones passed away, and he's the voice
Who?
of Michigan football.
I'm not familiar.
Oh, I am your father.
Whoa, do you guys need a minute? How are you dealing with that news?
Not well.
I always
me
thought you
another
looked a little tan. I don't know where you got your height, but
Dutchness.
The Dutch. My mother was Dutch.
There you go. No, it was just I was before like it was real quick. It was cramming 110,000 people
Yeah.
in this thing. It's just an amazing experience.
That's nothing. My rallies have probably about 3 times that. Look, I can go anywhere. I can show up at your house and there'll be 300,000 people there.
but this was actually more important than your rallies.
oh,
Now listen here, you little. Now, you must work for CNN. I'm just gonna call
it's
you.
the biggest stadium in the nation.
I'm just gonna call you Jake Tapper.
Whoa,
I don't
I don't know. It's
Oh, sorry.
there's shots fired at someone that's made up.
That's all I had. Because
Nah,
it was just the energy there is just amazing. It was great fun, and like I said, it was a good time.
Yeah.
So, but
It's
sorry,
a sad
what-
thing that Michigan lost.
No, they won.
Oh,
They
wow.
won.
Okay, look
Yeah.
at that.
It was. I was actually.
Way to try to fit in though, Rod.
Yeah.
It was a noble effort. Stick to your operas.
Yeah, but no, it was great fun. So,
Yeah.
what do you have, Brent?
I really don't.
I thought you had more than that. That was all you had.
No, that was great because because the energy
Didn't
was,
mean to go back into it. Brent, what do you got?
Oh, that was.
I yelled loudly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a little hoarse today.
Yeah, yeah.
Why have a long face?
So I actually I don't know if I really have anything.
What good are you on this podcast then?
I bring the funny. I don't bring the topics. I bring the smartness. And by smartness, I mean the smart aleckness. My mom used to say, everybody likes a little butt, but no one likes a smart butt.
Thanks for editing that.
Yeah. You're welcome.
For you, we're having a good string of Detroit sports going on right now. Lions are good.
Sure.
Tigers are going to make
The loins are doing
The
good?
Loins are doing good. The Tigers are going to make
Tigers?
the postseason.
He said Tigers. They're
Tigers.
Chauncey Bouncy Founcy. They're
The wonderful thing about Tigers is that I'm the only one.
Actually, I do have a question for you. How is your hockey sport going?
Mine or my kid?
Hold on. He asked that question like I would ask a sports question.
How is
your hockey sport going now, Brent?
Like, hockey is a sport. You don't have to follow it up with sport.
How is your national pastime of Canada sport going, Brent?
Mine or my kids? Because it's
Yours.
Oh,
Yours.
it's good. We had a game. We lost, but it's good.
Remember
It's
when
fun.
we got that picture posted of you on your back? Wait, like, oh,
Yeah,
help,
No one can
I've
actually.
fallen and I
yeah,
can't get
no one
up.
can actually confirm or deny that's me. So
He has the thing around his chest.
The life alert.
The life
Yeah.
alert. Like,
just I was tapping away at that. If that was me.
Right,
But,
which
yeah,
you are neither
that was-
confirming nor
yeah,
denying.
Can't really confirm. You can't see my name or my number or my face.
It's just-
All you see is the better side of me. But my kids' hockey has also started up, so that's hockey season is right around the corner, and I can't wait.
Is that a winter thing then?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 6 months. It's a 6-month thing. Month.
6 monk thing?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. That's he's
join the
he's
priesthood?
he's no monk and psych are it's a 6-month thing.
It's very not a lot gets done. Everybody's trying to straighten the
Yeah.
nets out. And
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's ice has to be just so.
This is 1 1/4 inch
Yeah.
thick. It should be
At
whatever.
least.
I don't actually know what it should be, but
Yeah. It should be 1.5 inches, roughly.
so yeah, that's not as much as you want then.
Yeah. No. But it's fun. I have the pleasure of traveling all over the place this year for my kids' hockey.
Pleasure.
I said that very sarcastically. I don't know
Okay.
if
That's
you
the
could- Yeah.
snark you bring.
Yeah. No, I bring funny. I bring funny. You bring stories of opera, and you try to pass it off
I bring
as your life.
culture.
Oh, look at esports is real, but chess you. Yeah, that's you. I bring culture.
That was a pretty decent
Yeah.
impression, actually.
You
I can't
bring
argue
culture.
with it.
What's the most cultured thing you've ever done?
I went to the opera.
That's the most cultured thing you've ever done?
No, I'm not saying that's the most cultured
Okay,
thing.
I said ever done.
This esports thing is starting to.
He's losing the humor and getting more grumpy.
Kind of is, yeah. More like frumpy.
What's the most cultured thing you've ever done? Quickly.
How is going to the opera not a cultured thing?
No, I'm not.
I've
I'm
gone
not
to the
asking.
symphony.
No.
I've gone to art shows.
Okay, I'm just wondering what is the most out of your entire life. It's been long.
But how do you rank?
I don't know.
Not
I have a
quite as long
couple.
as yours.
I have a couple right off the top of my head.
What's that?
You went to a fake opera house in Italy. We get it. It's
Yeah,
okay.
I've been to Italy, and I lived in Japan. So, 2.
Oh, so you ate sushi. Great. Good for you.
Yeah, anybody can do that.
Yeah, I'm more Asian than half the Asians in America. Because I've actually lived in an Asian country.
That's, wow. Where's that humor you were talking about again?
I was just wondering what the most cultured thing you've done.
I think going to the opera is really cultured.
But are
How
you?
is that not cultured?
I'm not saying that it isn't cultured.
Okay.
Most.
Right, but I'm saying that. But what defines the most cultured thing? Right? What's the varying degrees of culture? I guess.
Well,
'Cause I don't know
going
the-
to an opera is cultured. Going to an opera in a different country, that's more cultured.
How is that more cultured?
But he didn't do that. Did you do that?
You went to the wrong.
Hey!
Oi!
Enjoy the rest of your weekend, because I'm going to be sitting here arguing with these two.
one. He brings the humor, folks.
I do bring the humor.
To a football game. That's pretty cultured.
Apparently
No,
left
it's
his
not.
sense of humor at home.
If you went to a soccer game in Mexico, cultured.
Actually, that one's kind of fair.
I just played out in the backyard. Ooh, kick the ball. I win.
You can't play with yourself.
Next week, Brent will be back with his sense of humor. He lost it today.